the woman who said never trust a doctor who has an office in which plants have died. Never lend your car to someone to whom you have given birth. She was a great writer, and she was a writer who was always true to her audience. She always knew her audience. She knew the people from whom she came, and she never lost sight of them, ever in her life. She was never guilty of the sort of arrogance that creeps over writers so commonly when they become successful. I never felt comfortable seeing Erma Bombeck on television because I felt that on television that was not the best that she was. On television she was just charming, that's all. But she was so much more than charming when she was a writer. I never met her, but I knew her through her own work, and that's the best way to know a writer. She came from Dayton, Ohio, and Dayton should be proud of having produced someone of that great quality. She was a great American humorist, and I once was signed a contract to co-edit the Oxford Book of American Humor with a friend of mine, a woman who at the time was a friend of mine, a writer at the New Yorker when I was there named Veronica Gang, who was a funny, wonderful person, but who had a blind spot when it came to Erma Bombeck. We argued hard and long over who should be in the Oxford Book of American Humor. She would barely tolerate James Thurber. She loved S.J. Perlman. She had no interest whatsoever in Erma Bombeck. And we came to a deadlock over this. She wanted to include a scatological piece by Philip Roth from the Great American Novel, and I wanted to include 3 columns by Erma Bombeck. We would not give in to each other. Our friendship went down the tubes. She would no longer speak to me. The Oxford Book of American Humor disappeared like a wisp in the night. But I'm proud of standing up for what I believed. Erma Bombeck belonged in the Oxford Book of American Humor.